invested in his biological business. I said, well, your heart is your main distribution center. It's in control of the cordial output blood. It goes through something called blood vessels and arteries and lymph capillaries to give all of the nutrients to the cells. I said, those cells are your customers. The blood is the transportation system. The venous system is the highways. What's attached to the blood like oxygen, hemoglobin, all the vital nutrients, all of the magnesium, the minerals, the calcium is the actual product. It's not making it to the sales, it's just the customers. So yes, you're making millions and millions and millions of dollars selling all of these products to all of the customers, but when it comes to your biological business, none of your customers are getting their packages. That's the reason why you're going to warfare. That's the reason why your heart only operating at 15%. That's the reason why you can't get the pacemaker. But you're chasing the bag and you're so stimulated by sell, by trading, by stocks, by bonds, but you completely neglected your biological business. So guess what I asked you, y'all? When are you going to invest in your biological business? Ask you with me, y'all. When are you going to invest in your biological business? These are real questions, y'all, because if you don't have your health, you will not be able to spend your wealth or even live in your wealth the correct way. So then he said, man, let's leave here. He got tired. He said, I want to take you to the real estate. So we went. We drove 40 minutes to his mansion. He showed me his houses. He had a family compound, the most beautiful family compound I ever seen. He had 4 houses plus he had a mansion. His sons and them stayed in a pool house. His sister and them stayed in another big house. He said, man, I'm putting all of my real estate in my trust. Do you know about the trust? Dr. Yaki, these are the irrevocable ones. But my business is in an irrevocable trust. Brag about his trust. I said, what are you doing with the real estate that God entrusted you with? I don't think y'all hear me. What are you doing with the real biological estate that God has entrusted you with? He said, I never looked at it like that, Dr. Yaki. So then we go back to his actual building. He sat down, he looked at it. He said, I see what you're doing. I said, what am I doing? He said, keep asking the question. What was the question? When are you going to invest in your biological business? And he said, now it's just a matter of perspective. He said, I'm going to be the best biological businessman that's ever been. So guess what he started doing? He started making small micro investments into his biology. He started making small micro investments into his biological business. Do y'all want to know the blueprint? Y'all want to know? I don't hear y'all. Do y'all want to know the blueprint? So the first thing he did was this. He never missed a sunrise. Why shouldn't you miss a sunrise? There's a beautiful thing happen when you wake up at the crack of dawn and you watch the sunrise. Not staring directly into the sun, but still looking on the horizon, looking right on the right or right on the left of the sun. There's something called melanopsin that's in the back of your eyes. If you look at your actual iris, it's brown, full of melanin, but if you look around it, it's white. The white reflects the sunlight. The iris actually does what? It absorbs the sunlight. This triggers something that resets what you will call the biological clock or the circadian rhythm. Why is this important? Because all of our biological clocks and circadian rhythms is off. Artificial sunlight. You see that? 100% blue screens that we eat. You see that? Or you're watching television, or you're on your laptop, chasing a bag, chasing your physical business, neglecting your biological business. So the same steps you take to invest in the business, to invest in that, to invest in this, and invest fast. Now it's time to invest in your biological business. So he never missed the sunlight. He started literally recycling and resetting his circadian rhythms. Now his hormones is being used right. Alright, so first thing he did was at the crack of dawn, he got up and watched the sunrise. This produced something called serotonin. Serotonin makes you serious. Melatonin makes you mellow. You just waking up in the horizon. cortisol be released by the adrenal gland. So now he's in this alert state. Right after that, he started drinking 8 ounces of spring water with a pinch of sea salt added into it to rehydrate the body and to jumpstart his organs so he can go through the day and chase his bag. But notice what he's investing into first. Is he investing into his actual physical business first or his biological business first? And the reason why is because the biological business runs the physical business. This executive office is controlling his physical executive office. This network communication system is how he's even able to plan and have a blueprint for his physical network and communication system that's at his physical business. Do y'all get where I'm going with this? So when are you going to invest in your biological body, your biological business? So he wake up at sunrise, which is around 6 o'clock. He watched the sunrise. Soon as he wake up, he stretch. After he stretch, he get his blood moving, he go to his kitchen, he get 8 ounces of spring water, he put a pinch of sea salt in it to hydrate his organs. After he does that, he goes to the gym. It's better to work out or exercise and arise in a fasted state because you boost human growth hormone way better and you start growing muscles faster. So he do resistant training. He couldn't do too much hard training because remember, he had a pacemaker in his heart and he was going through a heart failure and his heart was only operating this 15%. So after that, what he did was he waited till 12 o'clock to break his fast. See that? Investment is when you give something and you respect something in return. Y'all get that, right? Everybody invested in investments, so y'all here. If from this, y'all want to learn about finances, y'all want to learn about stocks, y'all want to learn about bonds, y'all want to learn about trading. So he's invested in his health at this time. So one of his investment was, I'm not going to eat breakfast. I'm going to skip breakfast and I'm going to eat after 12. Change his whole life. Remember that big belly I was talking about? Within 21 days, that belly was completely down, and all he did was skip a breakfast. So he broke his fast. When he broke his fast at 12 noon, when the sun is at its highest in the sky, and that's when you get that blue light mixed with that red and that green light, or these nanometer frequencies, what this does is it stimulates the digestive system, it stimulates hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Now you're ready to receive your big meal. This don't happen until after 12. So he ate his heaviest meal at 12 o'clock, which was fruits, berries, melons, nuts, seeds, grains, herbs, and things like that. He stayed off of meat for only 30 days. I'm not telling y'all don't ever eat meat in your life, but he was in a fasted state. He did it for 30 days. No meat, no dairy, no yeast, no bread, no potatoes. His stomach started going down. He said, y'all can't have energy like I never had a day in my life. And the reason why he ate this meal so heavy at that time is because he had the rest of the day for his body to digest all the food. That way he's not eating at 4 or 5 or 6, then trying to go to sleep at 9, and now your body can't focus on the topic. He'll go into a fasted state. That's why they call it fasted asleep. And all of that energy is now trying to break down food while you're sleeping instead of taking you to deeper sleep realms like Delta sleep word, which is all your healing is happening now. You can't physically heal unless you make it to Delta sleep. And you reach Delta sleep realms around 3 a.m. And you can't do that if you ate your last meal at 9. So now he's learning the investment game to his biological business. Now he's learning the trading game to his biological business. And then he said, Yaqeen, I got something for you. He said, when we was in the building, you never talked about the brick and mortar I had. You never talked about the sewage system, but I watched one of your videos. And he said, I know what the sewage system is now. It's the lymphatic system. So he started talking about the great lymphatic system. And I told him that the body is made of 150 trillion cells. Each of these cells have organelles, just like your body has organs. You have a heart, which is an organ. You have a digestive system, which is an organ. You have a liver, which is an organ. You have a reproductive system, which is an organ. Every cell that makes up you have these same organs called organelles. So the beautiful thing about you, the human being, if you eat, your food break down, you have to go to the bathroom to get rid of it. But when your cells eat, and all of this poop and accumulation and metabolic waste gets on top of the cells, it can't move. So you have a fluid inside of the body called the lymphatic system that only moves when you move. Meaning, to invest in the biological business is movement. How many of y'all move today? real movement before y'all came in. That's real good. That's a small investment that takes you a long way. Just like finding that right stock or that right marketplace to put your money in will take you the right way. You see what I'm saying? It takes you a long way. All you have to do is just take a little and get a lot. How many of y'all stretch when y'all woke up? It's good. Y'all invest in y'all biological business. How many of y'all when y'all woke up got straight on y'all cell phones? Don't lie. Dang, y'all did not either. See that? This is all about y'all circadian rhythm. And that's how he was. He was so focused on the business and so focused on his social media posts. As soon as he woke up, he got straight on his phone. He never prayed. He never sat back. He never breathed. He never thanked God. He never watched the sunrise. All of the simplistic things that doesn't take a dollar to do. He started realizing that health is truly free. Everything I've been doing is taking all my money to make money. But to be healthy, to spend this money the correct way, to have generational health, to have generational wealth, the only thing I gotta do is invest in my biological business, in my biological entity. So he said, God, let me cleanse my sewer system. How can I move? I said, it's a simple technique you can do, a simple investment you can do that will work every time. Tap it. Find that actual lymph nodes, the biggest lymph nodes in the body, and tap it. So we started doing these taps. Have anybody seen my tapping videos? Yep. We started doing the taps. 7 days, he had the biggest mucus response ever. All this mucus coming from his nasal passages. He said mucus was coming through his urine, mucus was coming through his fecal matter, mucus was coming through his eyes, his ears, his nose, and his mouth. All by investing in his biological business. We talk about stocks, we talk about bonds, we talk about trust, we talk about executive office, we talk about bricks and mortars, we talk about investments, we talk about liquid assets. He had to know to brag on his liquid assets. Yeah, I got about 3 billion liquid right now, just in one count. I can buy whatever I want. I said, but look at your lips, brother, they kind of checked. So you got liquid assets in your bank account, but you are dehydrated with the liquid absence when it comes to your biological business because I see signs of dehydration. Fingers wrinkled, the tip of the fingers very wrinkled, lips chapped, dry eyes. When are you going to focus on your liquid assets of your biological business? Do y'all get the blueprint here? And you know the amazing thing about this? If you start prioritizing the biological business and putting that first, it makes the physical business that you're running way more easier. Because now you have the energy to put time and focus in it. How many of us are in that dragon stage where we sleep all the time and our adrenals are going through adrenal fatigue and we stand up all night to make sure that the marketplace looks good. We stand up all night seeing the stocks going up and down. We stand up all night because we're running our business by ourselves and we literally think that this is supposed to be this way. I'm giving it all to my purpose. I'm giving it all to my business. But you ain't spending time with your children. You ain't spending time at home. You're not spending time on things that's your passion. But if you had enough energy or enough ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is what the mitochondria make, because you've been investing into your biological business, now you got the energy and you have the cognitive function, you can focus right. Now you can do that plus your business. The thing that comes first is investing into you. You can have all the money in the world, but when you die, guess what? You can't take none of it with you. None of it. I seen this crazy picture. It was of some cartel boss. He died. He had millions of dollars, gold, and everything. You know what they did? He said, when I die, I want all my money to be buried with me. They put all the money in his favorite car, put all the gold bricks in his favorite car, all the gold chains, everything, and he buried it with him. Ain't taking it to the afterlife with him at all. It's probably still in the ground right now. Everybody in this room have to transition one day. I hate saying the word death because I don't believe in death in that way, but we do have to transition out of this physical form. What are you doing while you're here? Or you really investing into yourself? Or you really developing yourself? Or you expanding your consciousness? Or you spending your whole entire life focusing on a bag and chasing a bag? And a lot of us has not been doing it the right way because we don't even have the actual actual brain power or the focus to do it because our body and our energy is trying to constantly heal itself because we can't even go through a set of autophagy because all of our cells are full of accumulation and metabolic waste. So again, or you investing in your biological business. Do y'all get that? So, here go the schedule, y'all. This is the most beautiful schedule that you can do. It will change the way your body is acting. It will regulate your hormones. It will open up your arteries. It will increase nitric oxide, the blood flow. You wake up, crack of dawn. Always watch the sunrise. After you watch the sunrise, pray to God for giving you breakfast, you see it another day. Then you stretch. After you stretch, get up, go into your kitchen, get you some water. Hopefully it's spring water in the glass bottle. Hopefully. After you get the spring water, put a pinch of sea salt in it, drink it down. This will actually jumpstart the organs and it will give you deep hydration. Y'all ever heard of mineral salts? Raise your hand. Alright, a mineral salt is nothing but minerals that's converted over to salts. The body needs minerals, but how the body uses minerals, it uses it by creating it to salt clusters. That's the reason why celery is so good. Y'all been seeing all this celery juice for yourself. It's part of my actual genetic juice. It does something to the body because it releases the mineral as they break down slowly. Right? So then after that, you get up and go work out. Remember, it's best to work out and get your investment in the rising. That way you can still be burning fat and visceral fat throughout the day. Other than eating and doing all this other stuff, being working out at night, now your body's burning the calories that you put into your bloodstream. So always work out if you can in the fasting state. Then after you do that, get to your day. 12 o'clock come, break your fast. Don't eat anything before 12. Start to break your fast or breakfast after 12 noon. Make sure at that point that is your biggest meal of the day. That way you have 6 to 9 hours for your digestive juices to be active to start breaking down those foods, and the pancreas will get involved to start sending those digestive enzymes to help you break down your food. Right? You have an eating window between 12 to 6 p.m. Don't eat nothing after 6 p.m. Just drink more liquids. It will change your life. Always catch the sun set. Did that cause any money? It just caused a physical work. So I'm talking about an investment that you can't lose. Everything I'm telling you, it ain't even skeptical. It ain't a risk. It ain't none of that. It ain't that you gotta put your money in the marketplace and stay up and see if it drop or fall down 15 points or not. I'm talking about getting up, getting off your butt and investing in your biological business. And you know what you can do about this? You can start it now with no money. You can be dead broke and do 10 push-ups. You ain't gotta have a dollar to your name to wake up and watch the sunrise. You ain't have to have a penny in your pocket to stretch. You ain't gotta have a penny in your pocket to tap and move your lymphatic system. You ain't gotta have no money in your wallet to make sure that you walk in at least 5,500 steps a day. Everything that I'm telling y'all is something that you truly have control over. Or you invested in your biological business. Or you. So, I love y'all. I really do. So I got a school going on in St. Louis, Missouri. 38,000 square feet. It gets larger. My grand opening is next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the whole purpose of the school is to show y'all that we can be educated outside of the regular institutions in a regular curriculum. To show you how to truly heal oneself. And the whole point of this school is to mix your actual physical business with your biological business. And you should have balance sheets and you should have health assessments, just like you have balance sheets and you have wealth assessments. Because I'm pretty sure y'all get up and y'all check y'all books every day, right? Who gets up and check their blood pressure? Who gets up and check their blood sugar? You said, who gets up? When the last time you looked at your tongue? Who wake up in the morning and stick their tongue out of their mouth and read? Oh, I got this white coat on my tongue. That means I can't be the alcohol inside. I'm yeasty right now. Let me take some oil and oregano. Who looks at their poop? Well, y'all just flushing the toilet. I be all in my toilet. What the hell? Y'all don't realize y'all could shake my hand and reach my hold your hand so long as I'm looking in your eyes. I'm breathing and someone on her liver. Okay, it's cold back there. These are the investment strategies that we need to learn first. The strategy of the body, the strategy of biology, the strategy of physics, biochemistry, the strategy of a cell. A lot of y'all know y'all favorite rapper, y'all know word for word every song, but y'all couldn't even name 10 bones in y'all life. That's a problem. Because guess what? That rapper ain't paying for you, these celebrities ain't paying for you, they ain't paying for you to lay your head under it. You are the only person in this vehicle, besides the parasites and the microbiota, the bacteria, whether it's good or bad or not. So let's recap. It's time to start focusing on this executive office. It's my neurological functioning firing off right of my biological business. It's time to make sure that our heart is good. Hawthorne tea, Hawthorne berry tea is a good investment. Just drink 8 ounces of it a day. Hawthorne berry tea. It will literally strengthen your heart. It will strengthen all the acidic acidosis and waste out of your heart to make sure that your distribution center is working correctly. Simple. It's time to start relaxing our vagus nerves. Sitting down in box breathing. Breathe in your nasal passage. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale out of your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do this 23 times. And you sit down in Indian style. You make sure that your spinal cord is straight as possible. It's a 10th cranial nerve called the vagus nerve that will relax all the muscles. Put you in a state of zen. You start thinking about things that you never been thinking about, problems that you can never solve. All of a sudden you got the answers to them. Now that's when it's time to get in training. Now that's when it's time to make executive decisions because you primed and you invested in your biological business first, which made a way for you to invest and do things in your physical business. See that? Beautiful day plants, high fiber food. Eat your fruit with the skin on. Small investment. How small an investment is to spend $4 on a bag of apples organic and just eat one of them? Just one. Small investment. You know what that does? It got malic acid in it. It literally helps you break down gallstones. The fiber from the skin, it sweeps the colon. It's called a GI Blue. You got bowel movements an apple a day, literally keeps you doctor away. A small investment that compound interest that will take you very, very far only if you invest in your biological business.